stuff like tequila, crochet.
What's up, everybody?
Some outrageous conversations.
I know a few alleged drug dealers.
This is not a drug conversation.
And I'm not.
This was.
No drug slender will be accepted.
You will not come play snitch here on the show. Disclaimer: I don't know anything about drugs. I don't know any drug dealers.
I know.
I just want to talk about witchcraft.
Let's get to the real thing.
The Morning Mix on Informanté Radio. The sound for a new age.
LifeSave guarantees the growth of an individual's savings over a period of time, with guaranteed 8.5% compound interest rates per year. Making your money work for you has never been this easy. SMS LifeSave to 31844. LifeSave, underwritten by Trusco Life.
As you journey through life towards your retirement goal, build your wealth with Elite Save. Earn 8.5% compound interest on your investment term while choosing when and how you receive your interest returns. It's tailor-made to help you succeed. For more info, SMS Elite Save to 31844 and we will call you back. Underwritten by Trusco Life.
The views and opinions expressed on the radio program by the guests, advertisers, news bulletins, call-in listeners or chatters are solely the views and opinions of the source who express them. They do not necessarily reflect the opinions and the views of Trusco Group International, the broadcast regulators in Namibia, or that of the Informanté radio station.
This is Informanté Radio, the sound for a new age.
Hey! Wake up!
Cool under pressure.
I'm making you move. Nafa buju muju. Go, I'm a shorty. Jameson is on me. Taco moving slowly. Go, I'm a shorty. Look like Nicki Minaj. Might give her a touch, but this is too much. Go, I'm a shorty. Look like Nicki Minaj. Might give her a touch, but this is too much. Sophia, you're the one I'm looking for, Sophia. Offendi conmigo, Sophia. Ande kufala kambo, confia. Sophia. You're the one I'm looking for, Sophia. Offendi conmigo, Sophia. Ande kufala kambo, confia. Sophia. When you shaking that ass in the club, everyone got their eyes on you. Hey, hey, bad girl, show me what you can do. Hey, hey, Otto Vema, sir, Otto dancer, Otto Rushi, baby, Otto Rushi, baby. Sophia, she give me insomnia. Sophia, she give me insomnia. Sophia.
Always loving local music here on Informanté Radio. Cool Under Pressure. CUP with Sophia. 8:19 op 'n Maandagoggend. Goeiemôre and welcome to the morning mix here on Informanté Radio. It's always a pleasure to start the day off with you guys in tow. I see a bunch of you have already jumped onto the live stream, and some of the regulars are already saying their regular things. Hashtag Roviera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kom ons sê eers vir Maria môre.
Môre Maria.
Before we cut you out.
Who says I'm going to be cut out? Ek ken mos ook so.
Listen, Master, how was the weekend, guys?
It was good. It was good.
I saw you guys were swinging again.
I'm always swinging.
No,
I saw on Tashia's page, you guys were playing golf like crazy over the weekend.
She's an avid golfer these days. Are you practicing for PGA?
Practicing for the actual tournaments. No, it's just, like I've been out of it for a while, and I think getting back, it's you remember why you loved it.
Yeah.
So getting back into it, and it is a very addictive sport. So like,
it's boring, man.
It is very addictive. So of course now we just constantly, and Tasha is a natural athlete. So anything you give her, she will smash. So says I'll better as ek, and I've been playing longer than her.
Oh, okay.
I see. You guys were playing yesterday morning again, eh?
Yes, we played. Yeah, we did 9
some
holes.
of us were running in the street.
Yeah, I know. You told me you sent me a message saying you're fatigue.
You're jogging.
Yeah, I was doing about 5-6 kilos yesterday morning. We started speaking around 7.
Yeah. You're like, he was like, are you as tired as I am? I'm like, nope, I'm refreshed. I'm getting ready for golf. I'm
what,
good.
at 7 in the morning, what?
Yeah.
Oh.
Jy het seker geslap, nee?
Nee, wat ja, mag ek op 'n Saterdag of 'n Sondag 7 uur wakker.
No, I can't sleep past 6.
To do it like Saturday morning, I'll wake up like around 5, maybe 5:30, but then by 7:30 I'm back in bed.
Oh.
Ek
het nou amper iets gevra, maar as so right, kom ons gaan aan.
Nee,
It's a Monday morning.
It's not that.
Yeah, please.
I'm lost. But I'm always lost.
No, you do not want to catch up. That's what he's referring to.
Taki slan.
All right, nee, gaan man. Size. Let's quickly check out some of the results from the world of sports over the weekend. Football is back. Neville is mighty excited to talk about soccer this weekend. Why, Neville? Why?
Yeah, I think it's important here that we need to speak to the World Health Organization, okay?
Yes.
Because there is an increase in coronavirus cases all over the world.
Yes.
The pandemic is re-spreading again terribly, globally.
Are we surprised?
So as a result, I just think the whole world needs to go in lockdown at this moment in time. All sport must be stopped. All sport must be stopped. If there are any leaks at this moment that started, it must be stopped. And whoever is on top at the moment must be declared the winner of that particular league. So as a...
Of course you would say that.
I'm speaking in the interest of the health and safety of the people of the world.
You don't have confidence in your team to continue.
Nee, ek sê net, Maria.
It shows the little confidence
you
have in your own
Maria,
team.
it's been maybe like 27 years since Arsenal last even just occupied that first spot.
But he's exposing his lack of confidence in his own team.
It's not lack of confidence. I fear for the safety of the world. Wat is julle se probleem?
Now, to those of you that have no idea what Neville is on about, Arsenal currently sits at the summit of the English Premier League, or Barclays Premier League, like they call it.
Temporarily.
They beat Fulham 3-0 away. That was on Saturday. The best
comprehensively beating.
Thanks to Willian and crew.
Yeah,
Willian had a really great debut game for you guys.
Great game. Great game.
3 assists, almost scored a goal as well.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah.
I think because rugby is on the back burner for me at the moment. That's obviously my preferred sport when it comes to sheer entertainment. Soccer is a close second. So I haven't shifted my spirit in a long time to football. So because the Premier League started, and I didn't even watch the game. I think I was somewhere out with Mavro or whatever. And then when I got home, I saw that Arsenal won 3-0. So I watched the Liverpool Leeds game. What a seesaw game.
Yep. Leeds look like they're not going to be a pushover this season.
They're not going to be a pushover.
Yes.
And the coach seems to be quite a very popular coach in England.
Bielsa.
Loco.
Bielsa or Bielsa? How do you say his name?
I just know he's called Loco. Because apparently he has a craziness about him that really invigorates his team. So that was a good game, 4-3.
Yeah.
But I think Mohamed Salah once again underlines...
Scoring a hat-trick on opening day.
So good. So good.
It's not something that happens all the time, even in the Premier League. Liverpool, 4-3. Newcastle, also in action on Saturday, they beat West Ham 2-0. Crystal Palace beat Southampton 1-0.
Yeah.
Those are like, the important ones were postponed.
I believe Man United also played.
No, they were postponed.
No, they played. Did
no,
they not?
No, they didn't play.
They didn't play.
Burnley and United postponed. City and Arsenal also postponed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Boy.
I think the guys who were involved in the latter stages of European competitions, either the Champions League or the UEFA or the Europa League, what is the other one called? Those guys, their matches were postponed. Like in Spain, I know Madrid and Barca also did not play this weekend. Barca played a friendly game.
A friendly.
I have no idea what Real Madrid was doing.
Can these Man United supporters please just try to explain that new strip of them?
The kid. I haven't actually seen the Premier League kids this season.
Ugly.
Did you see that?
I was telling you about it. I told you Beckham wore it first, and you didn't understand what I was talking
I
about.
did.
Oh yes, I remember you mentioning something like that.
Yeah, like,
That zebra
past
nonsense.
that black and white. Come on.
Huh?
Manchester is red.
I haven't seen it though.
But apparently it's not it's the third strip.
Oh, okay.
They're going to use it for their third strip.
Okay.
Apparently it has to do with Black Lives Matter. I don't know. But how
They must incorporate the red.
that link is verschrikkelijk.
I haven't seen. I saw Ronaldo in like a orange blackish kind of shirt as well. I don't know if that's one of those things that they wear during the warm up kits for Juventus this season.
Yeah.
But it looked interesting.
That one is literally zebra stripe.
Fun Manchester United.
Yeah.
I know.
Looks terrible.
I think for this season, the two kits that I really like is Arsenal's kit and Barca's third kit, the black and gold one. Other than that, I haven't really seen anything that caught the eye.
Yeah.
Somebody
honestly.
says Menu played friendly and flopped 1-0. I said no, Kambikiti.
I know, we don't count friendly matches.
Exactly.
Did they not play against Aston Villa over the weekend?
If they played, it was maybe a friendly match. Their Premier League match was supposed to be against Burnley, and it was
I saw a score over the weekend of Aston Villa 1, Manchester United 0. That's what I saw over the weekend.
Friendly.
It was a friendly.
What was saying, yeah, friendly.
Oh, okay.
And Bradley Bokovic says, morning crew, Neville me bra. Take a photo of the league currently now and frame it, bra. After the big guns start playing, as off from tonight and next weekend, gaan dit nag wees.
Yes, Chelsea's in action tonight.
Chelsea's in action tonight.
They are the one that is most anticipated for this season, I think. That is the team that everybody really, really wants to see. Even Everton beat Tottenham 1-0.
Thank you. Mourinho Grootbeck.
Yeah, Everton looks like they are going to be a revitalized team this season. They've made some pretty good signings. Okay signings.
Chelsea spent over £200 million this year.
They are still spending. They're not
haven't done yet.
Yeah.
So it's expected that they need to come out on tops here.
Yeah, at least challenge for the top four.
Yeah.
Because everybody is trying to close that gap to City and Liverpool.
Who's your top four?
I think City is going to win the league.
Uh-huh.
Liverpool in second place. I would go.
And you must be respectful now.
Look,
you don't need to be very respectful.
There are three teams that are vying for, in my opinion, there are three teams that are vying for the final two places in the top four.
Yeah, ek luister.
That would be Arsenal, Chelsea, and United. One of them is going to lose out.
Okay. Yeah.
Guys, don't worry. I just blocked Lucy. Everybody's like, Lucy comments. That's Lucy. She's blocked. Okay.
Wie is wie? Goede verkoop.
Yeah. But she's blocked. Relax.
Lucy. That's what they call a lost guy in England.
Lost guy. Hey, but you're right, eh?
Yeah. Like, don't you have a Lucy for me?
Don't you have a Lucy, mate? Yeah, Lucy moet net cheap.
Yeah, no, Lucy is gone.
Okay. All right. Quickly, US Open. Very interesting tennis over the weekend.
Yes. Wow.
Yes, she's actually one of my favorites, eh?
Ne?
Yeah.
Naomi Osaka.
Osaka.
Okay. Naomi Osaka, she played against Zavarenka over the weekend. She hopelessly lost the first set.
Yeah.
Naomi Osaka. 6-1. And my daughter was sitting there like, Daddy.
She likes her as well, huh?
Yeah.
She's 22. She's 22.
She's
right?
22.
It's very impressive.
Very, very impressive. And you know what she has done.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, she's been doing the Black Lives Matter. Her masks, every time she goes on, has a name like Tamara Rice and all these people that have been killed by the police. So she's taking a stance. Yeah.
And I liked what she. First and foremost, and then the second set, she came back 6-3, and then the final set 6-3. But you could see how she picks up her game. Coming from so far behind, especially mentally, and really picking up a game and actually win this. But I liked what she said when the commentator was asking her, so what statement or what message did you want to send out to the public out there, obviously with your social stance in terms of the mask that you were wearing? And she says, no, there's not much for me to say. What message did you get? And that was so cool for her. I mean, her reaction, her answer. So that was so cool, and I deliberately posted on our WhatsApp groups that night. Okay, one down to go. US Open, Osaka. Now Lewis Hamilton must just win tomorrow, just to irritate people even more.
He will win.
Yeah,
and he did.
Daar gaan wen hy ook weer.
Yeah.
Comes also with his Black Lives Matter t-shirts. And the police must be arrested to kill Breonna Taylor.
Yeah.
So he's really getting under the skin. I think all of them getting under the skin.
Yes, and the nice thing is when actual champions take that stance, meaning that you are at the top of your game, whether you support me or not, it's not gonna.
That's your story.
That's your story. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna smash. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna out at the top, and there's nothing you can say to me. I'm at a place in my career where your opinions will not change my ratings, my ranking, or whatever. That's why it's so nice that when top athletes take that stance and make that, because you can't touch them.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't. If you don't want to watch. What did you just say now? Because I'm now stuck on Osaka. Hamilton. If you don't want to watch Hamilton,
don't watch it. Don't watch it. It's still suck.
His sponsors are not going to pull away because they're getting a lot of money from him. It doesn't affect his bag. He's still going to win. He's still going to get his winnings. And there's absolutely nothing you can do. Same with Osaka. So the interview you're talking about, what I saw was the interview before the game.
Oh, yeah.
They're asking me, so how do you decide on the mask or who? Like that Makisaki, it's all the same. Police brutality. So on who I choose. It's not something I plan ahead of time. But I like that for somebody that is that young, 22, to be socially conscious, to want to use her platform for good. And yes, let her get under a few schemes. Who cares?
And the NFL in America last night, they made their return to competitive NFL. And it was quite a controversy yesterday because obviously the American national anthem was played. A lot of the teams decided to stay in their locker room, and they were playing anthems. I didn't know that there's an anthem that America has.
No, I didn't know that either.
So it's the first time that I hear this last night. So they played both these anthems now at all NFL games. Big controversy yesterday. Some kneeled, some stood, some didn't want to get out of
but
the
didn't the
dressing room.
NFL president say the other time that...
Nonsense.
Wie's die Michael nou weer? Like,
is daar weer Anne?
yeah.
Block hulle net.
No,
How-
I
like
just
you
keep
keep,
blocking.
like you know, I'm scrolling through the comments
Yeah, I
and I
see
keep
that.
seeing the same thing over
Block.
and over and over
No, I
again.
see. Michael Esther. Yeah, no, we'll just keep blocking. Yeah, we'll come with new accounts and we'll keep blocking. I mean, the platform is growing, but it shouldn't be unpleasant. So anyway, yeah. But what wasn't the end? So that NFL president's speech was just for show. I mean, we didn't
It's
believe
just
it.
for show.
Yeah.
It's just for show.
It's just for show.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
So that's the sport.
So
Let's-
read
let-
your spot comments, dan gaan ons aan.
Nee, die mensen gaan aan daar in die comments met Lissa. I keep seeing that white lady sitting there every time I scroll up. So maybe let's just quickly unpack Agawa's speech on Friday before we get into other things.
Said julle geweet, he quoted me.
Yes, he quoted
Huh?
he quoted Maria's tweet.
That's what you call influence. I am
What?
an influential person.
What was quoted? What was quoted?
No, I tweeted to him that morning. You know, I'm like stroking his ego, like, good morning, Mr. President. I hope you're well rested. And that you are ready to seize the day. And I'll leave you with this quote by John Mack. What is it? About something about the pessimist complains about the weather and the optimist hope it goes away and the leader adjusts the sails. And he put that in his... you read it out. Yeah.
All right, so what did you guys think about the 5-day extension? Why only 5 days this time?
I think because the one that says they don't want to put us like in a heavy... Like they're not going to... Because it's to reassess.
Yeah.
Like, let's do it for 5 days and let's check.
Come see.
Yeah, let's give you...
It's simply because the state of emergency is staying 5 days.
Oh, all right.
Is that why?
Yeah, but they can extend it. No, they said it's going to be now the responsibility of the citizens to, after the 5 day. It's going to shift from government, responsibility to protect ourselves. It's going to shift from government to still be responsible for the burials and so forth, but it's going to be up to us to ensure that
we protect ourselves, basically.
Yeah, so 5 days because the 6-month lockdown is coming to an official, not lockdown, the state of emergency comes to an official lockdown. But they can also still introduce new measures.
Does that mean, that's what I was about to ask, does that mean we are going back to business as usual?
No. I mean, any state can impose new regulations and rules, but obviously not under the state of emergency.
Wow. To hear about new regulations again. Asseblief toch. Ons het die krag nie.
No, definitely gonna ease up. That's how it sounded like. Like things are gonna start easing up. I mean, we know now, like Ethiopian Airways arrived with 49 passengers. They're allowing tourists in. The shops are slowly opening. I mean, they've moved the curfew to, like you wanted, 2 extra hours.
To 10 o'clock?
To 10 o'clock. They're going to allow...
From when? Today?
It started at midnight, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, when did it start? Like to midnight today or what?
Yeah. Now, like today is 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So tonight... Okay, so that's beginning.
Now, Majelis has said the responsibility is now with the citizens.
Yes.
So don't take advantage.
Ek sê maar net, it's been a long time.
Namibians, you can't give them a finger.
It's been a long time.
You can't give them a finger.
Now I can go.
Yeah, I'm happy to have free movement. Like I said, I've got plans outside this region. But
we're still unable to move in and out of Windhoek, right?
well, after 5 days. What?
I mean, who knows what it's going to look like after 5 days? I mean, they might.
No, I think they will. I think they will open.
I think we will open.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely open. Yeah.
I miss the coast. I need
Kama
to
is
go.
inhumane when it's Windhoek. When it was Walvis Bay, you guys were like, no, let
Yeah,
them stay
keep them,
in
stay
lockdown.
them. They must stay
Kama,
there.
it's inhumane. Inhumane's a foot, man.
Okay. Shines is saying that the state of emergency is coming to an end after the 7 days. Okay? Now,
5
Maria
days,
here, on
5
the other
days.
hand, says new regulations might just be introduced.
Yeah, I don't think they will be though.
Say it
Okay,
in
but I
Shines
don't
is
think
excellent.
it will. I do
yeah.
agree with
Yeah,
you.
I don't think they will.
Yeah.
Never ons verstaan jou nie, jy moet dit in Shines se accent sê. If you're relaying something that Shines said, you must say it in his
I.
accent.
That's what Shines.
You know, this somebody said, may the strongest, Ro Vieira said, may the strongest immune system win, COVID-19 will disappear. I said that on social media once, few months ago. I said, well, may the strongest immune, and actually I got lectured on why that is an enablerist statement.
Yes.
To say, may the best immune system win, because of not everybody has a strong immune system. It just
Yeah.
sounds cruel.
Yeah.
You know, if you
Yeah.
die, it's because your immune system couldn't take it. It's very cruel. So, Rovira, I'm just going to tell you.
But that is basically what it is.
Yes, I understand, but it's an enablerist statement. I know. I didn't think anything wrong till I was lectured. So I'm just telling you, Ro, it's a very cruel statement. Excellent for you. I agree. After I was lectured, I was like, nee, jy's reg, my bra.
My guy, if we die, we die.
Jy begin vroeg nie. My guy, we die, we die.
We die.
And then
we
what
die.
if one of us die? Dan heel jy, want jy die
Ek
statement
sal
kan
hail like I will die for anybody close to me who dies, but I will move. That's
Yeah.
the way it is.
It's just like, no, like people have genuinely lost loved ones.
Yes.
And it still feels like a dream for a lot of them. I was speaking to a mutual who passed away.
Yeah.
And she was just saying to me, and I mean, she's taking it very hard, you know, because it's her dad. But she was just saying that it still feels like a dream.
Yeah.
Because it's like, because he died of COVID. So it's just like she's waiting for it to be a bad nightmare and we're all going to wake up and this was all just a dream. And it's very difficult to reconcile with the death of somebody that died of COVID, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can understand why to say that statement could be deemed insensitive. Even if it's not completely wrong, it's insensitive. That's all I'm saying.
That is true.
Yeah.
Right. Condolences to
Yeah,
anybody
Shines,
who
the
has
video
lost
quality
somebody.
is bad. I see somebody's complaining. I thought it was just my phone.
Let's look at the numbers overall quickly.
Yeah.
Hello.
It's the internet.
The total caseload, we are approaching 10,000, 9,719
Was I
confirmed
Bluetooth?
cases. Maria, get off the mic.
Okay.
101 deaths so far, so we have climbed above 100 officially. We got quite a number of recoveries over the weekend. We are currently standing at 6,553. So well over 50% people have recovered.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Our recovery rate is very, very good. And yeah, but I guess by the end of this week, by next week this time, we might be well over.
I mean, if we are still reporting like over 100 cases, so maybe like
Per day.
Yeah, 2-3 days, we would already be in 10,000.
There's your comment.
Wat gaan toch daaraan? We are fixing what? Technical issues.
Are you fixing the country? Okay.
Okay, Frida Absalom saying good morning. Otto Archie Hansen, men died more than women, and cruel thing, men immune system is weaker than women. It depends also what type of blood you belong to. Yeah, some of the, I mean, and this is basically genetics. Man, you guys are distracting.
Guys.
Yeah, this.
Gaan praat julle by ander plek.
This is, but the video is clean.
Julle
now.
raak kwart as Shines en Semi daar so staan en praat. We can't hear ourselves here.
The video is clean now, come sit.
Is the video clean now?
Men die more than women, and cruel thing, the man immune system is weaker than the woman. It depends also what type of blood, blood type you belong to, I guess. So, I mean, the basic thing is that's genetics, which is random across the board. Doesn't matter whether you're rich, poor, white, blue, black, yellow. Random selection.
One of our colleagues was saying the other day, you know what, we were thinking that before this epidemic, film. Canteen. Before this epidemic hit us here in Windhoek, we thought, woo, if this epidemic breaks out in Windhoek, and it starts there, and he was very honest about his conditioning, how he thinks about it. Because I was really just thinking, what if this epidemic breaks out in Akahana? Who then this country, this whole of Windhoek will be swamped with a lot of deaths, I'm telling you. And then it broke out. Many white people got the disease here in Olympia, in Pioneers Park. I was like, wat het onder gaan nou aan? So this pandemic has no respect for your...
discriminate.
Yes, it does not discriminate. Your social stand, your color, your income, your religious denomination or whatever, it will take you if you're not careful.
Definitely.
So that's just how it is.
To some degree, it does kind of discriminate because the kids have a better chance. It discriminates against the elderly.
but they also get hit.
I understand. But what I'm saying is, it's like when people say HIV doesn't discriminate, no, it kind of does against women and against the impoverished, because those are the people that are mostly affected. So when we're saying, yes, of course it touches other people, but if you look at the sector that is mostly dying, so it is to a large degree discriminatory, because everybody can get it, but your survival chances are less the older you get. In that sense, that's why we say it
HIV is discriminatory against women.
Mostly, yes.
I don't think
How?
so.
Most of the people that are infected and affected are women.
But are they getting infected by other women?
Yes, that's what I wanted to ask. They're getting infected by men.
No, but one man can infect easily 10 women.
And one woman can infect
women,
easily
one
10
woman
men.
No, actually not. Actually not. It's actually
Maria.
Please don't make me lecture you. Please don't make me
Okay, let's not talk about HIV.
lecture
Let me read comments.
You saw Neek as a champion.
Okay,
the HIV AIDS. Yeah.
Good morning, everybody, says Lucas LKG.
I grew up learning these things. It was in my house every day, ingrained in me.
And Leslie LeBron, another word again, enabler statement, Mary on top, waiting for Q and Neville to add one each.
Yeah.
Each day, English lectures. I love it.
Do you like it?
I like it.
It's a new word for you.
Yeah. Shines, your camera vision is poor today.
No, I think we fixed it.
Yeah, that was from back then. It's just a throwback. Maria, sit reg. Says Timo Kalong. I don't know how she must say.
Maria, sit reg. Says reg. Moenie worry nie. Just keep your position.
I want you to see my expression.
Robiera, Maria, it is what it is. If we die, we die.
Insensitive.
Otto Archie Hansen. Very funny. To let tourists in and not expecting corona. Here in Sweden, we had never locked down. We just follow rules, and some don't. I guess, that's the same everywhere. Here, we also just follow the rules and some don't. Anyway, after 5 days, they will open. Maria is right, says Lucia Shibede. It's a blood diner. Mora. 5 days because the state of emergency is ending. Mora on Rio Boss. Mutatio, what you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? How are you, bro? Hope you fully
Where does the statement come from again? I remember this way back.
Different strokes.
Yes. What's his name? I see his face.
What you talking about, Willis?
Yeah, what you talking about, Willis? Yeah.
Raymond
I'm
was
so tempted to educate you on HIV/AIDS. Oh man,
my spirit,
it's just there.
My spirit,
like I'm just itching. It's like, oh my God, I just want to do it.
My team,
my spirit is restless after that comment. I'm listening to you, but I'm not hearing these comments. And I know she's venting. You're like,
I'm not venting. I just want. No, it's not.
No, Maria, like,
it's a teaching moment for me, and it's like I must take it. I must take it.
Yeah, my team, Man United, they're not called the Red Devils anymore. They are the Zebras now. Oh my God. That new kid, it's too much. Leslie is calling somebody a Tokoloshe, so I don't know who are you Tokoloshe.
Who still says Tokoloshi? So, speaking of Tokoloshi, I saw a tweet. It was clearly a joke, but this person said, "Oh, I can't wait for them to open this commerce region because our pythons are getting big and we need to take them out of the city to the village now." Our family pythons.
Oh, family pythons.
Was it most pythons and not the families? Yeah.
Popieni Shikongo, like Louis said, they are at the top and won't be affected. So spreading the word is much more powerful.
Yes.
Yeah, and like use that platform responsibly.
Yeah, and you look at people also like LeBron, who uses his platform because he's always going to be at the top.
Yeah.
Like you can't slow him down.
Yeah.
And by the way, I was thinking about it yesterday and I was talking about it. It's like, I like how Nike endorsed and sponsored athletes get the full support of Nike, of the brand.
Yeah.
Especially when they're swimming against the tide. You don't find Nike saying, "Whoa, Stelter Bikino."
We're going to pull out.
We're going to pull out if you. In fact, they encourage it. You look at even Kester Simanya. They made up after she lost her case. They made a poster.
What?
Yes. It's beautiful to see. And
they did the same for Colin Kaepernick.
They did the same for Colin. They did the same for even Serena when she was going through. People like, "Oh, she's the best," this, or they were trying to shame her. They create a lot of like content around that. They do it for so many. Even LeBron got Nike's backing, and a lot of them. Simone Bale, like when she was being criticized as well, they just put more money in the person when they're going through that.
They are also socially conscious, yeah.
And Rahid, what's his name? The footballer. What's his name? Rahid.
Oh, Raheem Sterling.
Yeah, he was also having some controversy, and Nike put their whole weight behind him. And it's just nice to see a brand be that socially conscious and not. Yeah, this was the Raheem ad.
Okay, I'm going to read comments while you guys are playing footsie under the table.
Sorry, no, it just says, speaking up, they have a picture of Raheem, and then they say, speaking up doesn't always make life easier, but easy never changed anything. And then the Nike sign. And we know the Colin once said, believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything, just do it, with Colin's face. With Serena, they had like the greatest. So initially they said the greatest female athlete ever. Then they scratched out female so that it just reads greatest athlete ever. And that was when there was those whole controversy about how important she is and so forth. If she is the best athlete. And the one of Castor says, you can't stop sports, but then they cross out sport and they put us, And so that's what I like about. First of all, they spend the most money to support athletes, but the fact that they don't try to gag their athletes is, for me, even more admirable. Of course, they should pay their factory workers better. Continue.
Comment. Okay. Jacob.
Also, Maria Anfature HIV.
I lost that story. Hey, like you see, the fire is dying.
If you're gonna come, if on HIV, if you're gonna come with me, come with facts. That's all I'm saying.
Jacob Naftal, AR versus IPC. What went wrong since they were the best of friends ever? Friends to enemies. Namibia politics for you.
This time?
AR and IPC.
Can we talk about IPC that doesn't want independent candidates after Itula rose to fame?
But you can't be an independent candidate by virtue, like being an independent candidate. It means you are not part of the party.
It's so funny. Like if you read his rule book. And it's like really detailed. I was like, now why were you criticizing Sapo for doing what now you were happy to do in your party?
Yes, of course.
So no, it's funny. That's all I'm saying is be careful. It's so easy to swim against the current when you're in a position and feel that you're being unfairly cheated and this and that and nah. And then when you have your own party, you want to run it with the same set of rules.
So Swapo was right.
Yes,
Swapo wanting to kick him out of court.
So now you must bow down.
Extem samecho knowledge, ipinge. Extem samecho.
To the party.
Yeah.
The mighty Swapo party. The party told you last. What Itura is doing is wrong.
Put on the mic. Put on this mic. You cut off your mic.
Here.
We're discussing a
You can cut off the mic.
Kama, you will not silence
I
us.
will give you my mic, my brother. Here.
So when Sophia Shaningwa was saying we have the money, we will defeat Itula. You were against it. Now it was proven Swapo was right.
So,
Yeah.
So Swapo was always well within their rights to try and protect their brand.
Yeah,
I mean,
but-
you can't run from within the party as an outsider.
But people
Yeah.
were defending him.
People were
But
defending him.
there's people who didn't understand the rules of the game.
Rovera said, thank you, Cubase Namibia, for muting.
Ah,
We will propagate. We will propagate in this studio.
we have the money.
Yeah, we have the money.
Yeah.
Our party has the money.
So yeah, the Party of Independence.
Musquet. So you muted me.
Yes, of course.
Musquet.
Now I was going to give you my mic because you were preaching the
I was
gospel.
going to mute that one also.
Hey, then we go to yours. Today we will say.
But very interesting. Very interesting. And I mean, I saw the clip of Knowledge talking about it.
I think it was particularly hypocritical of Itula to just outright be like, we are not in support of independent. Yes,
Like,
at
that's
least
why you are known for.
exactly. At least I will be like, okay, maybe first we want to hear what you are running on, what your platform looks like before we decide whether as a party we can endorse you or not. To just say outright, either you are with us or you're on your own.
But-
if you want to run independent.
But I would agree now with Swapo as much as I would agree with Itula now. I personally do think that, you know what, this thing must stop. I think he opened a new political platform understanding for many of us about independent candidacy. It's the first time that I really heard
No, but
about it.
You're not understanding what Itula is saying. Itula is saying, you know how he, for example, went and said other political parties must support him so that he gets
He's elevated.
he's elevated to presidency so that he can put them in parliament, pick from the
Yeah.
parties. You know what he was saying? He's now saying his party
Does not support.
will never support an independent candidate.
His party.
His party,
Uh-huh.
the IPC, right?
IPC, yeah.
IPC will never support. So imagine you're not running, let's say you're not running in a constituency, his party, let's say he's not running in a constituency. Naturally, you might find that there's an independent candidate.
Yeah.
That his party can say, okay, we're not running in that constituency,
Aha.
but we can support.
Yes. The platform. Neville is running on this and this and this.
I understand.
Yes.
Which
So he
reflects
will
on
not
the
support the
No,
independent
he
candidate.
will not support
Ah,
the
yeah.
independent.
You are either with us or you
Yes.
are not.
Ah,
with us.
we.
So that's the hypocrisy we're talking about.
Nah.
Because he wanted that support and he needed that support.
If there's
but
any
then-
IPC member there on the stream that can please come and defend yourself here. Because if that is the stand of the party, then never.
Yeah. But also, if you want to run as an independent candidate, you should understand that just
You can't do it on a party's ticket.
yes, the term itself, independent candidate, means
Yeah.
you are not affiliated to a political party. You are
Yeah.
independent. You are running as you, the
Yeah.
individual. So, yes and no for Itula. It's a bit hypocritical, but
Not
I
a
also
bit.
understand where.
Very hypocritical.
Yeah.
I understand if you impose that rule in your party to say in our party we're not gonna let anybody run independently on the IPC ticket, like he did on the SWAPO ticket.
Yeah.
I get that. I mean, everybody's learning from that lesson. I don't think anybody. So I'm like, there I don't judge. I mean, even SWAPO, I understood when SWAPO said,
Hela,
ons moet
cheap,
kran-
Asheba,
yeah,
run cheap.
ons moet die
Yeah.
krane toemaak. But to say we're not going to support independent candidates when you know how viable it is and how important it is. I mean, even Knowledge Ipinga to make it there as an independent candidate and other candidates. It's for me, it's a hypocritical, especially if that independent candidate could do with that support because you're not running in a certain constituency. So that's where, it's not a bit hypocrite, it's very hypocritical.
But listen, just because you come into power by way of a military coup doesn't mean you have to support military coups.
Yes, but that's why
So.
that's why I'm glad he's not the president. Because what you are telling me effectively is I've think I never liked him. Okay, I'll just be clear. I've never liked him. Okay. And not because he's independent, my own reasons. I'm not going to go into those. But what I'm saying is, what I can tell from his actions now, if he had become a president, woof. Yeah, the real so vinnig gaat change was.
Woof.
Because once you get a taste of power, then clearly he can't handle it. So, ek worry nie julle kan me attack, ek worry nie. I've said my say.
Simon Amishira, if you run as an independent candidate, no
I've said my say.
party will support that person.
One time.
All right. Linda Lowe, just for future pronunciation, Maria, it is Nike, like spiky, not Nike, according to Nike.
Yeah, asseblief.
Philip Knight.
This
Nice
bambonizing of you on the show.
Very difficult, like for Neville to say film in
Yeah.
film. I've always said Nike my whole life, but we will try to say Nike.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
Nike.
And it is my preferred brand, so maybe I should just become better.
Yeah.
If you're gonna wear something, pronounce it right. Thank you for that.
Versace.
Versace. Versace.
For the longest time, I had no idea
You were
what that
saying
word
Versace.
was.
Versace.
Like, I knew the word Versace and I had seen that word. I just
Just say
didn't know it's
LV.
the same thing.
Just say LB, then is you're right.
Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton. LV is ook al Louis Vuitton, eh?
No, Louis Vuitton.
Ja.
Die pastor sit hulle sy eie ene in Reward. Louis Vuitton.
Ay.
And they usually are wearing Louis Vuitton. Yeah.
Oh, there's somebody
Leicester is so.
who's doing the most here. Okay, Regine Kathy Mushimba. You see now the problem of jumping from one party to another. It's better to stick with the party you know. We get impressed easily. Yeah, yes or no?
Yeah, yes and no.
Yes. Okay. Otto, you're going to have to explain yourself because I'm not going to read that comment. Maria, the cancel culture you support is why many influencing people stay silent. What if Nissan cancel Naomi girl now?
They
Would you
won't.
support?
That's why I'm saying it's
Who's
important
Naomi
for
Osaka one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying it's
Sponsored by Nissan.
No, by Nike. She's sponsored by Nike, but Nike will not pull out, and that's why I'm saying it's
Yeah,
important.
I think Nissan also
has
she's
to some,
she's
but
also
they,
sponsored by Nissan.
But they won't, because end of the day, brands like Nike and Nissan also trying to get value for money, and she's currently at the top of her game. So they're also looking at it from a capitalist point of view,
Yes.
and it's not wise for them to pull out now. That's why I'm saying it's important for athletes that distinguish that you can't stop, because they are going off of their raw natural talent. If you pull out, another sponsor will come on board because she is at the peak of her career.
Yeah.
And that's why it's important for such athletes, like I said, I gave an example of LeBron and Serena and Osaka and whatever, to get that support because and Hamilton, because even if one pulls out, another will come on board. They are just mega stars.
Yes. I mean, Hamilton is probably going to break the all-time record in Formula One.
And he wouldn't care.
Yes,
Yeah.
you don't want to be not associated with that brand.
Yeah.
Because by then, obviously, it's going to be a lot. It's going to cost you a lot more to get that association with Hamilton back.
Yeah,
It's
I mean, you find like Ronaldo, right? Ronaldo was accused of rape, by the way. And even Nike didn't pull out. I mean, he's the top, most followed athlete, most on social media. I mean,
Yeah.
really at the top of his game. So even Nike is looking at it from a capitalist point of view. They could have easily said, oh, we don't want to associate with somebody accused of rape. But did they do that? Nope.
Guys, you know what? And I'll just say this in short. I have a lot of white people who I casually debate on what goes on in the world at this moment. And it's rather unfortunate that most of my white friends just don't understand why we have the stance at the moment in terms of why is black life so amplified at this moment. As much as we are friends, they don't understand it. And I don't, obviously I want them to understand it, but it's quite a laboring process to make them understand, because if you have been conditioned for, and most of my friends are my age, we are between 45 and 50. You've lived your whole life in a certain bubble. It's extremely difficult to make them understand.
Do you know how we feel now when we're trying to make men understand?
I understand, Maria. I fully understand. So you had black athletes in the 60s, the Jesse Owenses, who went on podiums and doing the Black Power salute. Those athletes were removed from their sport. They lost their sponsors, they lost their sport, they could not compete, they could not do anything. Muhammad Ali was probably the one athlete who paved the way for all these Colin Kaepernicks, the Naomi Osakas, to show, listen, I don't care what you do to me, okay? But I will amplify what you are doing against us in society. And people don't understand that.
You know
so it is, it will be maybe another 2-3 generations to make people understand what this means.
You know why I'm laughing? I'm laughing because
I'm
laughing because I enjoy watching black men, Black Lives Mattering. They understand racism, but they don't understand misogyny and sexism. It's the weirdest thing to me.
That means something else.
You understand white people mistreating you, oppressing you, not giving you the same rights. Mason say, men, you are doing it to us women as well.
Wat wil julle?
But no.
Maar wat wil julle?
It's not a thing of...
It's too funny for me.
Mary, it's not a thing of not understanding. It's a thing of not agreeing that, you know...
But they get offended when white people say they don't agree with us.
Because
what is the difference?
White people are wrong.
And men aren't?
No, we're not.
You guys do, let me tell you, black men do the same thing, the same rights black men want from white women, women want from men. But when they understand the segregation and oppression, like black people understand the segregation and oppression.
What is your problem,
they get
Maria?
From white people, but they don't understand how they're oppressing women. It's a shame.
What is your problem?
It's a shame. It's shameful.
We give you your 40%. What is the problem?
Your 40%.
Look, you have even been talking 80% of the show already today. How are you oppressed, Maria?
I'm not in the studio. But the system is oppressive. The system is oppressive.
Otto Archie Hansen saying, I just need Honorable Yvonne to be the president. I don't support SWAPO. We need a change of the system. A woman president, please.
Yeah. Monica Gengos for president. Yes.
Ek het nou amper my mond verby gepraat. Marius Engelbrecht, politics is a very dirty game. As never leer so aangaan. Simon Amushira, IPC must wait for 2025. Thomas Kalupose Meria, you are talking.
It's my little secret.
Both. Meria,
I'm part of the think tank.
She votes her conscience. Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. But yeah.
Jacob Naftal, Selma video. Lost the Selma video. Otto Archie. Praat dan dinge wat mense affect in die community. Like? Give us 3 examples of things that are affecting people in the community that we...
So,
coffee.
If I've... coffee met a car.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Yeah.
But if I've offered you tea, please come back. We can do tea.
Rob Viera says, I read something yesterday. They said, when it is time for votes, the politicians bring in...
Children.
Or her children.
Other children, I think is trying to say.
Other children. But when it is time for tenders, politicians bring in their children.
Just to add to that, I don't know if you've seen the video, Maria. There's a video of a SWAPO Hilux bakkie with a big SWAPO flag.
It's van Bamboland, ne?
I'm not too sure where this is.
It's net ons, but they flak op.
So this bakkie goes into, looks like an informal settlement. But these guys are being chased away. Maybe I could just quickly play you the audio. It's just 15 seconds. Just quickly hear this.
Okay, I'm going to read some other stuff.
Sorry. Oto aburo njara. Majanale.
Can you
Also,
translate,
He's
please?
saying we are tired of being hungry. You guys
Yeah,
have
on
eaten.
Jara.
Yeah, you guys have eaten enough. You've
You've
already
eaten enough.
Yeah, we are tired of hunger. Yeah.
Ooh. I've never seen something like this. Not in my lifetime.
2025 is going to be interesting.
Very, no?
Yeah. Somebody even said that in the comments, I believe.
Yeah.
IPC must wait until 2025.
But you won't have President Hage to point the finger at. You're going to have another candidate. So
I'm willing
he was the scapegoat last election.
I'm willing to make a prediction.
Mm.
There's going to be a lot of infightings in that party.
Which party?
In IPC.
IPC.
Yeah, I do think so too.
A lot. I actually hope they do get some power in the upcoming elections, because that fundamentally will really define characters. People when you get power, it defines character. And I can tell you right now, you see, I'm not worried about the AR infightings. I think those guys are used to each other. They were kind of already, I think the infightings, they've had time to kind of work it out and sort it out and whatever. IPC is too new, and because people, it was, IPC support I've always felt was a anti-SWAPO support than a pro-IPC support. So people,
but there was
it's
no
a vote
IPC.
against.
There was an independent candidate.
I'm
IPC
saying-
is a whole different movement.
Yeah, but IPC is founded by the independent candidate who had support that was largely anti-SWAPO than pro-Itula. They
Yeah.
just saw him as the savior, not necessarily because they thought he had the caliber or the qualifications to lead the country. It's just like, I don't want Hage, I'm going to go
The
for the
reason why I
person.
don't want you to make that blanket statement is not everybody who's supporting the party now even supported the candidate.
But-
there are some people who are drawn to the party because of other people who are within the structures.
I understand so, but if you look at even their top leadership right now, and you go just look at their social media content, it's just people that are constantly criticizing SWAPO. So that's why I'm saying it is still largely an anti-SWAPO vote,
But that
which is
could be
no
a
problem.
strategy. That
Yes,
could be their
that's
strategy.
what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
That I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that.
course.
I'm saying fundamentally what it will be then is the infightings then for squabbling for like positions and issues because they're yes, you understand.
That is, I think, endemic to any political party.
I think your prediction that there's going to be a lot of infighting might stem from how we perceive the character of certain leaders within the party.
Exactly.
And that
And
is
it's
what
strong characters.
and that is what we actually, brace ourselves for.
LPM has stronger characters.
Oh yeah.
No, they do.
Yeah.
They do. And I could hear over the weekend. There's a lot of people within SWAPO, a lot of my friends, who would say, this IPC is sowieso only supported by this. Al die boere gaan IPC toe.
I was about to say.
Yeah,
Ooh,
because
but white
it's once again it's a party that white people are following, and that they will use the IPC to get the country back for themselves. So, so I obviously just looked at it, and then obviously then the guys post a lot of these pictures met boere met khaki klere. Wat 'n groot stuk IPC vlag. Kyk, ons is IPC.
I was driving past Avis in this tent where you register.
Yeah.
The white people are coming to register.
Kyk,
for
die boere.
voting.
Hierdie, kyk,
let's
since
really-
last year, I've never seen so many white people register for elections.
Oh, really?
And they say the same thing if you speak to them in these queues. Johannes, jy ook hier? Ja nee, ek is hier. Ons is gatvol. Ons is gatvol. Kan nie meer.
Last year I voted
stem.
at gymnasium, right? I voted there. So I'm standing in the queue with Katrina, and there's a boer in front of me and a boer after me. And Katrina said for me, yes, she was still deciding how she's going to vote. So she's like, picking my brain. I don't know, ek weet nie, seker moet ek vir Itula. To say, nee, moet die so maak nie. And I started going in why it's a bad idea. And these two boere, they turn around, say, now, they use the F word. Like, very angry that I was too loud. And then the one in front of me says, excuse, once, like, I'm not going to name it, but he was basically saying, we're trying to, can we have more silence? Yes. Like, you're too loud. But I know why he was having a problem with me being too loud, because I was too vocal.
Yeah,
he didn't like what I was saying.
I don't agree with your opinion. So
exactly. So
and a lot of them were asking me in the queue while we were busy preparing to vote, to say, Neville, luister, hierdie Itula mannetjie, vertel vir my bietjie meer van hom. Ek sê, how can you ask me about Itula? I mean, we are like 20 minutes, from the ballot box.
En
jy
wil nou nog uitvind van
So you want to change your mind within 20 minutes. I think most of the people who came there that morning at 7 o'clock already decided who they're going to vote for.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and I think concerning this election, I've already decided who I'm going to vote for. All of us, as we sit here, we have already decided who we're going to vote for. There's nothing that anybody will tell me in a queue.
Which election? This upcoming, this...
Yeah.
Kaloi says, white
I
are
don't think I've
Namibians.
decided.
What's wrong? Absolutely nothing wrong.
That's what I'm saying. Whether I agree with IPC or not. And that was the fight that we had with, with some of our fellow comrades. There's nothing wrong if white people... And it's good that there's a white vote.
Actually, I'm happy that I'm just happy they are voting now.
That they are voting.
That's
Whatever
all
they
I
are
am
voting.
happy. Because in the past, I used to hear, Nia act, Nia wat moet act,
Maar
I think they felt helpless.
But you were then always telling us the white people are all voting for DTA. How are you only happy that they are
Not
voting?
all white
now?
people.
No, but white people...
No.
My broer, hierdie laaste 30 jaar, die boere het nie gestem nie.
Ja.
Die boere was gatvol, die boere vat julle se land en vlieg in julle se dinges in. Ons braai.
What is the other
Okay.
party? It's DTN. What's the other white one?
RP?
RP.
RP
That's what I
is
always
more-
joke.
yeah.
But they're
That's
so
what I
small.
always joke. Yeah, that's what I always joke. I said RP and all their 8 members went to go support Itula. When
Yeah.
I say 8 members, it's because white people don't generally vote. So I'm glad that they're inspired to.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they feel now that they've got power to affect change. It's necessary for
Wherever
and
they
every citizen, white or black, to feel like you can change, that you have power to change, to make the changes you would like to see. So it's good that people are inspired. It's very, very important. And if it took Itula starting a party for them to feel that inspired and not to feel like they're on the outside looking in, great.
Yes.
That's what nationhood
It's
looks like.
important.
It's very
Even
important.
they only represent 2-3% of our population.
4%.
Or 4%.
Yeah.
It is important that they need to become part
And
of
part
this
of the community.
of
that
the
they operate,
community.
yes.
Of the democratic
Yeah.
process, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so who do you think is going to leave a bigger mark on our political landscape? IPC, AR, or the LPM?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Hey, J. Framino. I do think at this moment in time, and it's just my humble opinion, that Swapper might just take this again because the opposition seems to be so fragmented at the moment.
That was my issue.
And
That's so
if
fragmented.
the opposition stays this fragmented, Swapper will just take its fair share of the cake and just move along. So, but if there are two parties that I do think will make a strong showing in the upcoming election, I do think that the youth will come out strong,
For
providing for AR, providing that you social media ninjas, or what it is that you guys call them,
Social media warriors.
get
Keyboard
off
warriors, like you say.
your lazy bums
Moenie.
and go and register. Asseblief.
Moenie oor my mense so.
And
Nee.
then go and vote.
Us we are
Gaan
also
stem.
us we are also inspiring the people in the socials
Nee,
to
asseblief.
do the right thing. But what he's saying fragmented. My opinion is, if, and I know it's in a utopia, it will not happen.
Yeah.
But in a perfect world, right? You would find LPM, Itsula, and Job teaming up under one flag.
Yeah.
One, because like I said, this is a perfect utopia because everybody wants their own, everybody has their own ideas for the country. You might not agree.
Yeah.
And everybody has, there are differences. But I'm saying in a perfect utopia, those three, there isn't, utopia is perfect. So in a utopia, those three would team up and I think they could really do fantastic.
Maria, did you guys have any insight of what happened in the South where LPM was accusing the Swapo party of
Of
busing
driving in. Yes, I heard about that. I just don't know how far those that claim went. Yeah,
because we saw a video over the weekend, and the NBC also partly showed part of it on the news. On I think it was on Saturday night. Yeah, that night video, where the LPM was accusing Swappo. I heard this video clip, or the sound clip where Bernardo Swartboy basically mobilized everybody out there that Swappo is busy bussing in people from different regions to go and vote in the South.
I don't know how that's possible, though, because, I mean, to vote in any, you have to have the proper documentation.
Exactly, and then that is what they were basically challenging.
Okay, then the challenge should be with ECN, if ECN is allowing it, because all I know, that's what I'm saying, I try to take some of these things, like they should be investigated, because you never take any claim as just...
He did mention that you know, some of the people were being registered after hours, which ECN also said was not necessarily out of the ordinary.
I was about to say that out of the hours, because they used I mean, by the way, by 7 o'clock it's already dark. But it doesn't mean that that's outside hours, because with slower voting because of the COVID-19 and distancing registration, that's not necessarily wrong. But I think they were using it. It looked like they were doing things under the darkness, trying to like it was. It looked suspicious because it was at night. But whether that was true, but if he said something, I think he should go to the ECN, provide them with the relevant information, and then I also think he should come back and tell us like what has come of that claim. I think sometimes it's easy to make those claims, and when it's found that they have no grounding, then the leader just keeps quiet on it, instead of coming and say, okay, I was wrong on this matter, or I was correct, or I still have an issue. So, yeah, I'm also interested to see what came of that.
Roviera says here, LPM will leave a mark, no question.
Yeah, no, they will definitely, they have a support base.
Yeah, they have a strong support base.
Yeah, they do. And I think what he's been doing in Parliament, I think it has ignited more support for him, because there are people say, that's my fighter in the Parliament. I need people to be that vocal.
You're not going to be pushed over.
Yes,
you're not going to be told to sit down.
Exactly. He's actually had opportunity to taste power, and I think for some people it has been impressive.
Yeah.
But also for other people it has been. But I think people that generally are anti-Swartboy are already too deep in Swapo. So it wouldn't make a difference anyway. People that have a problem with his tone or how he's been talking or how he's been addressing leaders are generally already Swapo supporters. So it's not like he's losing any support, But I think he's inspired new support, which is very important for LPM going into this election.
That guy made the slogan, Kekuleche. He made it quite a phenomenon this year. Kekuleche.
Swapo must just keep picking the wrong candidates. They're going to self-destruct.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's true.
I think that's probably what happened a lot last year. In last year's elections, there were certain people put in certain positions in the different regions that just didn't resonate
with the public. Exactly.
With the public.
You give us good leaders.
You keep doing that, you're just going to keep shooting yourself in the foot. Right. Ek gaan werk nou mense tomorrow, says Otto.
Ek sê sharp.
Senor Mora.
Roviera, I've never seen so many Chinese in a queue. These guys play too much.
They are Namibians, please.
They play too much.
I was always wondering. They say Chinese people do everything fast. They probably register.
So like Frankie Fredericks.
Yeah, they eat fast. Drink.
Why does he always do that? No.
Because it symbolizes speed.
Oh, all right.
Apparently, that's one of the reasons why the Chinese population is so big. They probably make love also very fast.
Wow.
I wonder by saying, let's moving on swiftly. IPC is like that guy who impresses you to get you and disappoint you at the end of the day. Yeah. Who comes who comes to pick you up with a Bentley because he wants to impress you for the date. But
it's not his car.
But then the owner comes to come get the car during the date.
He's a guy that's been sweet talking you, and then and he was so inspiring over chats and he said it regte goed. And then you meet him and he's just so oppressive.
Nungwari Hanaka.
Popieni Shikongo, politics is going to be very interesting from here on. SWAPO is going to take it, but the 50% of parliament is gone. Yeah. That's what will affect them a lot.
Ja.
Nou kyk, by my persoonlik ek sal maar laat ek maar eers kyk vir IPC 5 years from now. Not
All
now.
I'm saying is it's going to be a very interesting 5 years. I'm excited for politics.
Yeah.
But that's only because I like drama sometimes.
Yeah.
So bring on the drama.
Ja, ons is bietjie moe vir die
Bietjie te stil. As long as guns are not going off and bombs are not going off. I like peace.
Yeah.
But I like to watch drama unfold from a distance.
Yeah.
Not in the midst of it.
Regine is saying with IPC, all I can say is it will end in tears.
It will end in tears. Regine, I'm with you.
I don't think I think this whole, that is just my opinion. I think this whole woo-ha that we went through with Itula, this new wave of independent candidacy, that whole flamboyance throughout the streets, Johnny Walker, and obviously invigorated the political platform.
Yeah.
And now this election remains to be seen, or this time around, can he maintain that momentum? That is what we all are looking for.
Yeah, that's not my concern. My concern is, look, my mom's a dentist, so my mom works in the same industry as Itula, and Itula's reputation in the industry, he's difficult to work with. He's a difficult person. I'm sorry.
So is our current president. His reputation.
No. He's difficult to work with. So
what difficult? Like
yes, what do you mean difficult?
I don't want to share personal stories. I don't want. It's not my stories to share. But almost even my dentist, by the way. Remember, I told you that story off. I think I even told you the story with my mom and everything. And
yes,
like, if you talk to a lot of dentists, that's just one thing they will tell you about that have worked with him. That and I'm not saying it's in a negative way. It's just difficult. He's just got a set way of doing it. It's like my way or the highway, and it's just how it is. And we've seen a little bit of that in the videos that emerged during that. Now, the problem with that type of leadership is it can create a lot of friction. So what I foresee is, and I do want them to get some power, IPC, I think they should get that, and I think they will, but you could find, I foresee what I predict is 2 years or 3 years from now, yourself Piet van Koos, is that a name?
Piet van Koos.
Is that a name?
Yeah. Let's come.
Give me a name. Give me an actual name. Piet van Tonner.
Yeah.
You're gonna
Van
get.
Koos.
Sorry, guys. I'm not Afrikaans. I started learning the language in 8th grade. Anyway, you're gonna get Piet van Tonner coming on radio, television that was in the system that now has an issue with Itula because their leadership, his style, and it's not working or they're not getting, and there will be people speaking out, and that's going to start to distract. And then Piet van Tonner wants to take the white people out of the party because. As they know Akhrab. So are you going to laugh at me the whole show because of that?
Maria, that is then the template with
It's politics.
Yeah, that's the same template with what happened at the SWAPO party.
From here on going forward, if we make any reference to a white man on this show, it's Piet van Koos.
Van Koos. Van Tonner.
Van Koos.
Nee. It's klaar.
Piet van Koos.
Yeah, it's klaar.
That's our token white guy.
That's our token.
So, if you're watching this show, moving forward, we will refer to him as Piet van Tonner.
Okay.
Of Van Koos is beter.
Nee, Van Koos is na.
Yeah.
Like.
Interesting times ahead for Namibian politics. I like that, the youth has really been galvanized to get involved in politics in this country.
Yeah.
Which is good. I mean,
good.
yeah, for me, it doesn't really matter where your support lies as long as you are in the game.
Yes.
Yes.
And you're participating.
As long as you're
and you
participating.
want to see the change that you want to see, you know, and yes. You're making it happen.
Yes.
Very important.
Also register more.
I'm also registering tomorrow.
Also register more. Me and my whole household will be registering tomorrow.
The young one is too young. What are you talking about?
Let me ask you.
Okay, me, Mefro, and the two big boys.
Oh, all right.
Who's currently your councillor in the Elisenheim constituency?
He doesn't care. He's just going to vote.
So who you going to vote for? You can vote net Swabo.
Ek het nie gesê vir wie ek gaan vote.
Nee, I'm asking.
So how are you going to base it on if you don't know who
My
the councillors
vote
are?
is my secret. No, my vote will be party based.
These guys, hulle vote must die. When he looks at the ballot, he sees
the Swabo flag.
Come on, PDM,
Maniki,
LPM, Tender, IPC.
Tender.
Let me vote for Tender.
Bye, Penonjara.
Oh man.
Are we about to close off?
Yeah.
Before we close off, Neville, there was something you said last week or the week before that deeply offended me. So today, please, I need you to look at my toes and I need you to correct that statement that you made about I have ugly feet.
I was about to say never look lower. The toes are not there where you are looking.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Check us a belief. Guys, this is very important to my soul.
Piet van Koos is a naam for a bamboo baba.
Never, don't do that. You know you're lying. Never, this is my reputation. I can't do with you guys.
Does it? It looks so ginger stomper.
Ek het mooi voete.
Yes, you have nice feet. It's the toes that are the problem.
Toes.
Oh, okay.
Come
on, show us, Maria. Show us.
Why are you rolling your never? Don't do me like that.
Jou voete is mooi.
Nee, sê my tone.
Ja, jou tone is mooi.
That's it.
Kom ek kyk weer. Nee, jou voete is mooi.
Yeah.
She's got beautiful feet.
Thank you. My reputation was on the line.
I told you her feet is fine. It's her toes that are the problem. Ronnie Cananello is saying Piet van Tonder actually does exist.
Say Ronnie's name again.
Ronnie Cananello.
Canalello.
You kept saying it wrong on Friday. I thought I was hearing wrong.
I have been calling him Cananello since
but you
I
can
was
see
a kid. I'm not
Ronnie
reading.
Canalello.
Who says I'm reading? I just saw and I'm like, oh, Cananello.
Is sowieso 'n wambo. Wat is die verskil?
Oh, is Canalello a bamboo?
So his name has been Canalello this whole time. This whole time.
You are the only person that says Cananeno.
No, I don't say Cananeno.
What do you say?
Cananello.
Yeah,
even worse.
You just add the N where it's supposed to be an L.
L, yeah. But honestly, that's
like your whole life. That's what you.
My whole. I remember right when we were sort of traveling with the school. Never mind.
Ronnie, tell us the story.
Ronnie,
we got left.
Ronnie, Kamura.
Never own it up. Anyway, we got left. We missed our plane in Joburg. So Ronnie and his boys were at the airport and they spotted us. And
Who's his boys?
I don't know. He was playing for Sundowns. I don't know the other guys at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, so
they
actually took us. They found us a place to sleep. The next day, I think he had training, so he sent the other guys to come, drive us around, take us around to see the town. And like even then, I was Cananelloing him, and he didn't even bother to correct me.
Where was this exactly?
Oh, there's my brother Ronnie Cananello.
Cananello. So it's Cananello the whole time. I don't think it's been 35 years. Lost net. It's like film with Neville. It's not going to change. So, as a right, Ronnie, I'm going to call you
Ronnie Bokamura.
It's why people making fun of my toes like you've seen them? Come on, you've torn a Lexus knick-knack. Somebody saying they look like potatoes. You guys have not seen my toes.
Guys, like the show was nice and quiet. We're rounding up. We mentioned Maria's toes. 58 comments.
Look,
comments.
There are two things I take pride in. Only two things on my body, my hands and my feet. Because they're beautiful. Anything else you can call ugly, it's fine. But my feet and my hands, the audacity.
Yeah, you see, all the heroes are saying they pronounce it like me, Ronnie Senen. So está ahí herero commentators of the radio.
Ja, hulle net.
Yeah, but for
it doesn't even sound right. That's the funny thing.
Moses kan jy goede.
Oh, it's busy, but say.
There's a chance, there's a chance.
What? 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 Say bit what?
My late friend,
Yeah.
Moses Kanjode.
Yeah.
He is the late brother of the minister,
Yeah.
Kanjode.
Yeah.
And he was the sports commentator for NBC.
Yeah.
For football matches.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, Moses would get so excited when the Brave Warriors play and said, "Oh, there's a chance! There's a chance! There's a chance! Hey, it's Kalandalo! Oh, boy, Mukuru! Yeah. Anyway, Shivute!
No, I think it's better than the bamboo commentators.
But those guys are like the most interesting. What we would normally do is like you play it on the TV, but then you listen to the commentary.
Yeah.
Etak, hola, otarifang, otarikomashotari,
Yeah, and they have their little sir wikis.
And they don't have the names of the players.
No.
Number 2 is giving to number 3. And number 7 is coming through. And there's number 11.
Ronnie is saying, only Damaras and Tswanas call me Kananelo.
Oh, Nungwari.
See, Mary, I'm not the only one.
Clearly not.
Even this one, she saw me on Friday and she was just like, Q. First come
Maybe I'm saying it wrong. So
strike one. All right. Tell Maria to stand on the table. We want to score her toes. Hey!
Yeah, I'm the champion of
out
tables.
of 10.
So.
Is it you who broke the table at Faroes?
Magnets.
Man.
All right, guys, let's get out of here. Let's go. All these shenanigans must come to an end now. We are back again tomorrow morning, guys. Make sure you stick around every single weekday between 8 and around 10:30. No, 9:30. Any famous last words?
Neville, I'm just looking at the video because it's like 5 seconds behind. You almost exposed me.
Exposed like what?
I'm wearing a dress, my guy.
Oh. But you see, it made for good television.
No, I don't care about good television. I'm looking for self-respect.
It's Jager. Is Jager like a Lani fan?
Jager. Nee, Jager is meer 'n Nama fan.
Was
it Jan Jager?
When Rihanna Jager said, besides for us growing up, it was Lolo Canalelo.
Wie?
Lolo is somebody else.
Yeah.
Lolo
Canalelo. So, kom ons los met maar net daar. Just leave it. It's alright. There's no help for you.
Luister, die basters in die kleerlinge hoeka, if Bafana comes and play here, they normally support Bafana.
Because they know more of the Bafana players than the Namibian players was.
So I'm going to do this for you after we're done here. Shans is going to take his video and he's just going to zoom in on my feet so that we settle this debate. I will do this for you. I will let you be the judge of my beautiful toes. Just make the comment polite. And it's the block yellow. Exal yellow block. Munisa me speli.
Shades, just get the thing off.
I'm not taking part.
Not get the thing off.
Yeah, just hello, you just walk over there, please.
Mukuro. Like, wait, what part do I play in this?
Just 8.
Okay, guys. We're out. You can enjoy looking at Maria's feet. And don't forget to catch the hour with Hannes and Samu. That's between 12 and 1 on Informanté Radio.
Every day we bring you the hottest music. Ultimate music
and some outrageous conversations.
No, I'm it's So are you saying Namibian men were not romantic?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Huh?
Yes.
Why? What are the values of Namibian men? Is there anything good about us?
Yeah, I'm striking a black.
She is striking a black.
You know what?
Let's get to the real thing. The mornings on Informanté Radio. The sound for a new age.